Coming up on today's episode. Good Monday morning to you all YouTube. It's 8:52 now in the AM here at the bench. Once again, as you can see clearly, I did find the little dial scale. I just found it moments before this. And let me turn that down because it's station's kind of coming in and out. That's our local station on FM. But that FM antenna on this is not very good. I don't have any antenna on it at all, actually. So that's that. I just finished playing another tape through this tape deck. We'll turn around just a little bit. And it sounds fine. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. That's close enough for me. I mean, I can't hear any problems with it. I don't have the best hearing in the world, but, you know, you can generally tell if it's playing off kilter or something. But it sounded fine to me, and it was a tape of a tape, so, you know, that even gives you a little bit more of a thing to overcome there. So happy with the way that is. Now, I still don't have my tape. That's just laying, or not laying, but it's just sitting there. In fact, it sits, you can see it's not in there altogether. There are, as you can see there, there's a notch there and a hole there for those things to fit in, and that's what holds them in there right now. That's the only thing it is holding them in there. But I will buy the double-sided sticky tape, and I've already got that lined up at Walmart to pick up with my groceries on Wednesday. So that's the plan on that. Not much. Now I do have that kind of lined up there. You can kind of see. I don't have it perfectly in there, but you can see how that kind of comes down through there, like that, I think. But anyway, it's something close by that, something like that is how it's supposed to be. So I don't know. I can't turn the light out. Well, I guess I can turn one or two of them out, I guess. But you can see it does make a little bit of a difference there. And anyway, that's that. So again, that's seems to be the way that's going to work. So I'm not going to worry too much more about that. Now, the other thing that I have to do on this is clean this function switch, and that may be what I work on today, because obviously I can't work on this anymore. I don't have the double-sided double-sided sticky tape. And so once that comes in on Wednesday, I guess I'll get it, once I pick it up, I should say. And plus I'm going to get the glue for the other end at the same time, and all that should be done for the Friday video, I hope. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm going to look at trying to get this out today, I think, and see how hard that's going to be. If it's going to be really difficult, I'm going to investigate a little bit closer to it and see if I can get any spray inside that function switch, selector switch, and if I can, then I will probably do that. If not, well, we'll do something else, but we'll cross that bridge as we come to it. So let me look at this a little closer and see what I can come up with. Alright, well, what you can see is this is a daunting task if I undertake it, which I don't think I am going to. All of these have to be unsoldered, and that's just way too many to unsolder. So I don't know what I'm going to do about it yet, but doing something other than what I've done so far, I think. Now, I did notice on the top there is a place that's got a hole, and I don't know how well I can get cleaner in there, but let's take a look at that and see if I can get that in maybe to work for us. So let me swing you around. Okay, now here's the hole I was talking about right here on top. Now that's a pretty good hole, but I don't know how much you know, I'm going to be able to get in there. Obviously, those contacts go all the way down through there, or else there would be solder joints there. So this is just one of those situations, and I don't think that straw will fit this way because there's a kind of like a circuit board there or something. Well, it's actually a bend down. That's where the cutout for that shape that's there bends down. So, and that probably holds the switch in place, I would say. So the only thing I can do is try and see if it does, in fact, do any good to do it that way, and you know, look for another better spot. But you know, I think it's pretty much slam dunk. It's going to have to be done this way. I don't think there's any other way of getting to it, and that's just the way I feel about it. There's just no easy way of doing it, I guess, is what I'm saying. If I could bend the case a little bit, get a straw in there, at least get the stream poked in that way, that might work. But again, from what I'm looking at, that hole on top is the best place to get into it and try to spray it. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I wish I could get this off out of the way, and I can do that, but then that's going to mess up my dial string, and I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to mess up their dial string. So that was actually a pretty easy thing to do as far as what I did to get it that far. Oh, let me show you this. This is the FM antenna that it's not much of an antenna. I think it just goes over to the line cord. But anyway, so that's what I'm up against as far as doing this. And that was my light falling over. And so I think, again, what I'm going to try to do is get in there and spray that the best I can. And if I had, you know, a way of just pouring alcohol in there, that would probably do it too. And then working the switch a bunch of times. But again, I'm going to have to just try this way and see if I can get it to go. If I can, even just working it this way, moving it back and forth like that, and I see stuff moving in there, so it's got to get some kind of cleaner in there if I do spray in that hole. So we're going to give that a shot and just see if I can do that. All this is kind of hinging on this. I know you can't see it probably. This is the on-off switch lever that goes over to the actual on-off switch, and it's kind of in a bad spot there, and things are kind of resting on it, and I don't really want that to happen because that'll break off. So let me get this done real quick. Excuse me. And try to get this done and bring you back, and we'll see if it does help any at all. I'm going to have to put it all back together in order to do this. So I think what I'm going to do is take that bottle with the long tip and see if I can't get some of that in there and go that route first. And if I can, and then I think the way to do it is put this all back together, because it's not going to make any difference as far as the spray. I mean, if I don't take the switch off, it doesn't need to be out like this. And I think if it's pointed down on the ground, on the bench top, I think it'll have a better chance of soaking into the contacts. So let me do that, and I'll bring you back. Alright, we are back once more. I did douse that, and I do mean douse it. I had dripping everywhere, and I have rotated the knob, I'd say at least 25-30 times all the way through the range of the knob, and it is now, seems to be performing as it should. This is AM right here. Here's one channel. That's the right channel, the one that was having problems before. And here's the left channel. It's still performing just fine. So that's the AM. Let's go to FM. Let's get it on the station. There we go. So again, there's right, fine. There's left, fine. So that's that. Let's go to cassette and hit play. There's left. There's right. Or I'm sorry, that's backwards. That's the right and left. As you can hear, both of them work just fine. And I haven't done anything special to the switch as far as just other than just switching it. So I think that's cleaned it out pretty good, and I'm happy with the results of that. And so basically, I'm going to say that this thing is pretty much as it should be, other than getting this dial scale back on and attached, and the light, which is laying over here in the thing, and it goes there. But I want to get all that done, and so that should do it. I do have the circuit board screwed back in. There was 2 screws holding that down. The rest of them were just clips, plastic clips on the end of the circuit board just to hold it in. And so all the screws have been reattached and everything like that. I have the on-off control back on as it was before, and everything is good, hunky-dory, as they say. So I think this is going to do me for this one, because like I say, I'm going to have to wait until I get the just sticky tape, double-sided sticky tape that is, and the glue, and that will be the next part of this, and hopefully the last on this, other than putting it all back together with the phono. And I do want to put one more smear of oil on that phono motor on the bottom side here that I can get to. I can't, because I can't get to the top side or to the bottom side from the top, obviously. So I want to put another dab of oil in there to make sure that's working well and is soaked in. So anywho, that's going to do me, like I said, for this video, I do believe. This may be a short one, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to rationalize when I do these segments, because I don't know how long each segment is and stuff like that. And by the way, the camera that I'm using is the Samsung. I always forget the numbers. F52 or F. No, it's F is the last part. WB250F, I think is what it is. But anyway, it has performed flawlessly today. Has not messed up once. And again, happy about that. So, you know, it really, as long as, and this problem with this camera is not something that you don't really know about, because it pretty much messes up. And I always watch it to make sure it goes for at least 30 seconds before I start even doing anything with it. So that's that part of it. You know, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's a little inconvenient, but you know, other than that, it works just fine. So, all right, going to have like I say, I'm going to get back to doing some other stuff. I've been doing some printing. Again, working on I went back to basics on stuff, and I told Bob about it. Bob wasn't really enthused about it. But, like I said, what I've done is I've gone back to basics on things, and what I want to do is like on a battery box for the 9-volt batteries, I'm designing a box just for that purpose, with a lid that fits, and that will fit no matter what. In other words, if I just put out a general STL file, anybody that prints it, that lid will fit and it will work just fine. So that's my goal on that. And like I said, I'm going to, once I get the battery box perfected, I will move on to the other part of the deal for our kits, which is going to be a box to hold the circuit board. And of course, then these will eventually go together in one piece. And I'm not going to do them like Bob did them. He did them one after the other, and I'm going to do them next to each other, on top of each other or bottom each other, whatever you want to say. That's the way I'm going to do it, and make it a little more compact. And I think that's a better way of doing it, because it fits in your hand that way a little bit more. when they're a long thing like that, they just kind of rest there. But it's the same thing no matter what, I guess. But like I said, it you know, that's just what I'm working on and what I want to do, and try to get it developed if I can. And so there you go. There's what we're up to today on this Monday. Not much else going on. It rained all day yesterday, and it has started out raining this morning. Now I don't know if it's rained since, but the skies are. Let me show you the skies. Bring you up here so you can see it. There you go. Now you can see it. There's the sky out there. Put that out of the way a little bit. You can see up here, obviously. Like I say, that's the way the outside looks like. And I thought I heard the garbage man go a while ago, and it turned out it was the recycling guy. Seymour used to have a recycling truck that picked everything up, and now they're just using general trash trucks to do that. And it went by, and I thought, well, they're awful early today, and so it was just the recycle. So I went out and checked, and sure enough, neighbor's trash was still in her cans out there, or bin, so I left it like it was and came back in. So anyway, I think it's supposed to rain some more today. I'm not really sure, but Bob was talking about the rain we got was headed his way, and I think it's going to be hitting his area today. So like I said, I don't mind a rain once in a while, and I think we needed some rain. In fact, I know we did. So I guess you know, that's probably a good thing. And got to make that food grow. Got to have food. So, all right, you guys have a great day. Thank you so very much for watching, and we will see ya.